making. But when I talk about apples, so someone can, start their own small unit where they can make apple cider vinegar, or they can make jams, jellies, or they can sell the product as its own. But the quantity has to be huge. Otherwise, it's not going to benefit anybody. इट्स सेड ना कि आप टुकड़ों में कब तक काम करेंगे, आपको एक साथ होकर काम करेंगे तो बेनिफिट मिलेगा.
Yes, you are perfect. United effort can make us more stronger, more beneficial. So fine, it's all right. Now, my question is to you, Bangladesh and India. We shared many things common as I was starting my conversation, that our culture is somehow common, our way of talking, our food habit is common. Now the days come to have joint venture, either part of the country. For example, Indian government has a legal barrier, that is prior permission before investing in India. But in Bangladesh, we are welcoming investors from all over the world without any prior permission. You just come here, select your location, start your venture, then collect your trade license and other regulatory requirement, what is also essential for local Bangladeshis. So investing jointly here in Bangladesh is much more easier than investing in India. In any part of India, I have visited Gujarat, I have visited Chennai, I have visited Kolkata, I have visited also your town, Bhopal. So from any part of also Assam, the northeast of India, it is much easier to invest here in Bangladesh. So in this connection, if I would like to ask you how India and Bangladesh can undertake joint venture initiative, especially in food processing, because there are many crops growing better here in this part, also many crops going there in your part. So if anything common, if we can have a joint venture, then we can source raw materials from both the sides, manufacture and market in both the countries, maybe in Middle Eastern countries and other parts of the world. So how would you like to see the prospect of joint venture investment between Bangladesh and India?
So you have taken the first step. I mean, by starting this program, the first step has already been taken. And yes, we need to understand, we all belong to a very small planet called Earth. It is a very small planet. Collectively, again, facilitating each and everything, yes, it's going to be very beneficial. And if there are opportunities and if there are a single window system, people would like to invest and they are investing, there are traders and there are businessmen who are going out of India and investing. So yes, we can have that, a linkage program wherein, or a exchange program when, you people can come and tell, or maybe have a web conference where we can actually understand what beneficial we can do to each other. Government is doing their part, let them do what they are doing. We as an individual, we as a businessman are always open to work across the world. Given the opportunity, yes, we would mutually like to earn and do good. So that can be, think upon, and it can be actually, you can take the initiative. You are already doing very good in this. We can have an exchange program, and we can invite investors as well.
Yes, actually,
a huge opportunity in food processing and food sector.
Yes, actually, not only government, we are doing so in many products with India. For example, from onion and other fresh vegetables, rice, these are coming from India every day. On the other hand, Bangladeshi agorator and some premium product is going to India and also government. So I think we have an opportunity to collaborate and source raw materials at the fruits or crops or the seafood, collect from both the sides, process into a plant and market, maybe locally, maybe for export market. So this is another avenue we can tap, we can utilize in the near future. Yes, we listen all the way the good things about food processing industry from you. Now, could you please just tell us few challenges of this sector?
Yes, there are challenges. Getting the product is challenge. If I say I'm looking for 10 tons of organic pulse, tur dal, arhar dal. Now, getting fine product good for export is difficult. So, getting good product is the first challenge what we face. Second is labor. It is labor intensive job, and we have scarcity of labor. Third is people don't want to learn. Now, unless and until you learn and you export, you won't be able to do good. You'll be only be able to make, masala, haldi masala and dhania masala only. Wherein now we have come at a stage where we have different, 130 types of sauces and so many type of blended masalas. So the learning has to be there. Fourth is, yes, government hurdles. We need to take permissions, lot and lot of permission. It is not easy to start a business. Taxes are there. So all these problems, yes, we face as a entrepreneur. It's not easy way. Then initially, if you have started, you have invested and you have started your business, you have to pay your loans, your salaries and everything, and from the first day you want your business to do good. So unless and until you have a prior market setup or a buyback agreement or something already done, it is very difficult to sustain for initial those 2 or 3 months. So we need to keep patience, but then yes, it is a challenge. Then if you are doing something which is very out of the way, if you have a product which is not readily acceptable by everybody, so you need to invest a huge amount on the marketing. Now again, I'm taking example of jackfruit powder. Jackfruit powder is something which was not very common, or banana powder, banana peel powder was not something which was very common. So to create a market, you need to invest, you need to create a buzz, you need to have people around you, who are actually promoting that cause. So market creation is an issue. Majorly, what I feel is that nowadays people are not very interested in agriculture. They are small and parcels. People are selling their products. They are selling their lands. They don't want to go in for agriculture. So, especially in the horticulture field where you talk about vegetable, it is a labor-intensive job, and because of not getting proper labor and everything, and cost of labor is high, the cost of produce is high. Transportation, supply chain is a issue in our especially our subcontinent. We are facing this transport issue. So these are certain things which are going to take time, but gradually I am hopeful that it's going to improve.
Perfect, ma'am. You have rightly pointed out few challenges. Obviously, these are challenges, but if we are determined, we are committed enough, then we can just gain from each of these challenges. Because when there is a challenge, there is an opportunity in the opposite side. If we can remove the challenge, then opportunities will come up. So in this regard, would you like to recommend something for the government, for the policymaker, for the politicians, and other fellow colleagues, I mean business leaders? What are your recommendations to improve or to root out those challenges from agro-processing field?
uh, See, our government is doing really good in this segment. They have a scheme called PMFME, which is Prime Minister Formulation for Food Processing. They are giving grants. It's a single window scheme. Then there are stand up and startup programs. So the government is doing their bit. Now it all lies to us that, okay, the money Sarkar is giving, they are creating a single window. Where are the people who want to work? So getting labor is a challenge, which government also cannot do, which has to be done on our own. But